Hello, everyone. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Matt. Matt is from Toronto, in Canada. So let's see what Matt has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
So, tell me, how's your day going so far?
Pretty good. I relaxed on my balcony, did some studying. Yeah, pretty chill.
So, what you're studying right now?
I'm studying French, and then I do a math science
Mhm.
lesson every day, and then I do like an IQ puzzle booster thing every day.
Amazing. And why French?
I mean, it's the Canadian second language, but
Uh,
also my nephews and nieces are becoming bilingual in French and English, so I want to be able to communicate with them.
that's amazing. So, tell me
Yeah.
where you're from, Matt.
I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Uh, yeah, born
Born
and
and
raised,
raised? Yeah.
born and raised in Windsor. Moved here about 11 years ago.
Amazing. And what do you find the best part of living in Toronto so far for those 11 years?
The fact that I've been able to do my job as an artist
Mhm.
and sort of thrive here. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your job, your work. You're an artist.
I am, yeah. Actor, dancer, model, acrobat, singer, choreographer, boylesque performer, stripper, escort, and porn star.
Oh, wow.
The
That's a lot.
shebang. Plus writing 2 novels, doing a podcast. Yeah.
You're a busy man, I can see. So tell me right now, your main job would be an actor or creating content. Which one is, or it varies,
It's literally everything. Yeah.
right?
Uh, yeah. There isn't, I would say, I suppose, right now in my life, uh, burlesque and content creation would probably be the two highest, but
Mhm.
everything else is like literally like right below it. So yeah.
Right. So let's start the interview talking a little bit more first about your acting career. So tell me how your path started in acting.
Uh, I've always just sort of been a performer. I started doing it in in Windsor in local theater groups. I did it through schooling. Um, And then when I moved to Toronto, it was sort of an eye opener of how it actually works. And I've done some TV film stuff and a few stage shows.
Mhm.
I played Baby John in West Side Story. I have done a few like fringe shows that
Mhm.
most people haven't heard of because they were simply done local. Uh, and yeah, I've fallen into the love of the craft, knowing
Am-
now what it fully is.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your point of views. Okay,
Okay,
Matt,
sounds good.
are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Let's do it.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend, full of random fun questions. Okay, I'm just gonna play a song just first to relax before the first question. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
let's do it. Yes, you always can dance with me. So before we start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Right, first question for you is, nice question. What does love mean to you?
Oh, what does love, starting like big hits. What does love mean to me? Love is an energy exchange between two individuals and or creatures, objects. but it's an energy exchange that we give off. And what love really means is like compassion and care and like a deep care for whatever it is that you're in love with.
Do you believe that there are different kinds of love?
Yeah, yeah. There's platonic love, there's romantic love, there's like lustful love, there's a long list of many different types of love.
Tell me, let's say through your experience, tell me when love hits you, could be either like any way, like how love hits you, that for you you're very special, even though maybe this love is in a different way right now, or maybe it transformed in another situation, but through your life, tell me when you realize, okay, I think now I know what the meaning of love, like feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, I've felt love throughout my life in many different forms. I currently am just starting to learn how to self-love, and that's a new journey for me. It's something that I don't think I've fully mastered, but I am in the training phase of self-love.
Wow, that's beautiful. I think when you get to the point when you realize that, and when you start the journey, it's empowering, it's powerful, isn't it? I'm sure you feel great about it.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's starting to feel good. It does feel good to, yeah. Self-love
Great.
is great. Love yourself.
I love it. Next question, let's do it. Hey, Matt from Toronto in Canada. How would you describe a perfect friendship?
Perfect friendship. Uh, Someone who simply is present, like listens when something's going wrong, shows up when needed, and is just sort of there to enrich your life. That's what being a good friend is to me.
Which person nowadays you feel more connected with, you feel more close to? Which person in your life?
Uh, Currently, I'm again myself is probably the answer there. I'm
Yeah.
I'm learning to be entirely self-sufficient, but I do have friends that I've had for years, and I love all of them dearly.
And what's the biggest joy of being Matt? What do you like the most about being you?
That I am unique, I am creative, I am intelligent. There's so much going on up here and in here and outside of here that I'm just like I call myself a unicorn because there's literally nobody like me.
Wow. Next question, let's do it. Before the next question, tell me how the idea of starting create adult content came into your life, and also about your journey as an escort. It was like an idea, you just felt like it was a good opportunity for you to explore your sexuality. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah. So I'll start with the escorting thing because that's where it started. I fell into it. I was asked by a client if I would want to go on this trip with them, and they were going to take me out to dinners and do all these fun activities with me, and everything was paid for. And I just had, like, they got me everything. They paid for the trip there, they paid for the trip back, they paid for every food item that I was eating, everything. They took me shopping. It was wonderful. After the weekend of doing everything, I said goodbye to this human, and they were like, "Here's an envelope. Thank you for your time." And I was like, well, "What's this?" And from that point on, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I can do this and get paid for it. Love that." Uh, and it was literally just me and this one client for like 4 years, and then I stopped doing it for a little while because of a relationship that I was in, wasn't comfortable with it. But got back into it because I was stripping. When I was stripping, people would just like be like, "Can I take you home? Do you do anything after the bar? What's the deal there?" And so like that got me back into it. And that got me like, I feel like that's when I really considered myself an escort, because
Okay.
originally it was like a one-off person, whereas this was now like multiple clients and like multiple bookings and different type of escorts and yada yada. Yeah, and it was when the pandemic happened that I got back into camming. I worked on Chatterbait for a little while, and I got back into it during the pandemic. And then I, I believe it was around then that I had heard about OnlyFans, and I was like, well, that seems right up my alley. I can take photos and videos, and I do that already. So why not post it and see if other people like it?
When you say camming, what do you mean by that?
So I was on a site called Chatterbait, and it's I would broadcast myself, and then people could like type in and like request me to do things or things like that. They would like send me a tip, and then that tip would mean I would do a thing, and yeah.
See, got it. Okay. Next question is, what do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
Uh, hmm. I feel like dating can happen at any age. I went on my first date when I was in junior kindergarten. Um, it was supervised by both of our parents. Uh, I don't think that dating really has an age, but I think that in order to like look for your life partner, you have to be aware of who you are and what you want out of life. And that again can vary in age. But I would say like when you're a teenager, things start to shift. And so around then maybe is when like you can fully start to realize, okay, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I want out of life. I like you, and go from there.
I see. How do you see the dating life in Toronto, in the gay scene?
Uh, a little non-existent these
Okay.
days. I feel like the pandemic, as well as app hookup culture, has sort of taken over the scene right now. Everybody is either in a relationship but open and looking for a relationship, or they're not looking for a relationship at all and they just want to have all the fun. And so when I'm like, I have posted on my profiles that like I'm interested in dating, I'm interested in getting to know people, but a lot of times it's still very like bing bang boom, in the door and out the door.
One person to go on a date with you, what's something that gets your attention straight away when you meet this person, when you feel like somehow connected with this person? There's something about the person that gets you straight away?
So yeah, so physically, eyes are like a huge thing for me. They're the first thing that I notice on a person. Uh, when it comes to like personality, like things that jump out that make me really want to get to know someone are are they authentic?
Right.
Are they real? And I've like I'm very good at reading energy, and I'm very good at knowing when someone is like being fake. and and that is like an immediate turn off for me. So
All right.
authenticity all the way.
3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, Matt, next question is, describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Unique. chaotic.
Hmm. Do you feel like, in the beginning of the interview, talk about a little bit about self-love, that you are, embracing this journey in your life. Do you feel like right now you are living your best life?
I'm working my way to it. I'm definitely, I feel like, am I living my best life? Yes, because I've always just done everything in my power to do what I can and what I want. Um, but at the same time, I'm, as I said, learning to like fully discover who I am and what I want out of life. And with that, it's opening my eyes to, okay, so there's more that I can do and want to do in life. So I'm opening the door and I'm stepping into that that view.
And when was the key that's that kind of clicked for you that said, okay, I need to, you felt like, okay, it's time now. I need to, to start to love myself more than anything. Did something happen or just clicked naturally for you?
Uh, I mean, therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy is great. Yeah, I've been through some things in my
Mhm.
life that have sort
Yeah.
of like held me back and held me down. And through therapy, I have discovered how to like step away from those things and not allow them to have control over my life anymore.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, therapy is probably the key that like that opened that door.
Amazing. Two questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me how music came into your life.
Uh, I mean, my entire family have always sort of been musical and musically inclined. I joined a choir through my church when I was younger, at the age of like 4.
Mhm.
I was in a handbell choir at the age of 4. We were doing musicals and things, and but music really came into my life from like birth. My mother would sing to me, we would play music all the time, we would be dancing, there was like constant music. Yeah.
And how about acrobats? That's something that you just felt interested about it, or it just was introduced for you by coincidence?
So my mother claims that I was a mover
Yeah.
inside of her.
Oh,
Uh, and so
interesting.
she always, excuse me, sorry, she always would say like, I knew you were going to be an acrobat or a dancer or some type of something because your arms and legs would be like hitting different parts of my body. And I'm like, sorry, but also that's me. And then when I was born, it was like you couldn't stop me. I was a monkey. I was like climbing the outside of the staircase all the way up to the ceiling. I was
Wow.
hanging off of banisters. I was doing front flips and back flips on the couch. And so, like, I hit my head on the coffee table. And then that's when my mother was like, that's it. We're putting this boy in gymnastics. Needs to happen. He needs a safe space to be able to do this activity and not hurt himself. But little did she know that it would just mean I would learn bigger skills and want to like do more and try more. So yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, next question is, what's your favorite holiday season of the year?
I mean, I love Halloween. I'm like a huge Halloween nut. Spooky season, it's my favorite. I wish it lasted longer. I wish that like Christmas season spirit was like the same level of like Halloween spirit because I could celebrate Halloween from the middle of July till the end of the year. So like probably all year round actually, if I'm being completely honest. Uh yeah, I love all things spooky. I love yeah, love Halloween. Halloween is like my jam. I actually do, or I used to, with my little sister, we would hold a Nightmare Before Christmas party, and it was November 27th, which is like the
Uh-huh.
halfway point between the two. And it was always a smash up of, because like Christmas is her favorite and Halloween is my favorite. So we would like smash it together and we would be like, dress up as a zombie elf or like Vixen the Dominatrix reindeer, or like, and all of our friends got really into it and got fully decked out, and so yeah, loved it.
Nowadays, do you dress up on Halloween?
What was that? Sorry.
Nowadays, like, do you dress up on Halloween? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a performer, and so I get to dress up all year round. But all of my other performer friends are like, "Oh, I don't like Halloween. I like everybody's dressed up, and so it's my time to like chill and not do anything." And I'm like, "No, no. Halloween is when like I get to go bloody, gory, gutsy, and people don't look at me weird." And they're like, there's something wrong with that human." Because I love like doing special effects makeup, and I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I'm going to be doing like a Joker inspired look where
Wow.
it'll look like I've like carved my face out in a clown. So
Wow.
looking forward to that.
Did you watch the Joker number two with Lady Gaga?
I haven't yet. I haven't.
Loved it. Yeah, I loved
You
it.
did?
Yes, actually, it's interesting because some people there were some reviews about not very
Mixed
good.
reviews.
Yeah, but do you know what? I understand why. Because people, I think the way they put the movie, there was a bit of musical kind of vibe, and I think people had a lot of expectations on the movie regarding the first one. But it's amazing. My God, I was so like, I felt so. There's a lot of arts. I felt there are some arts involved. You know what I mean? That the first one was more about him, about his personality, and this time now they put some arts on it. Lady Gaga brought her, her thing as well, and it just made it beautiful. I just loved it. I was expecting, I think people put so much expectation and they got a bit like not sure about it, but I loved it. It was a great movie.
That's why I never listen to other people's reviews.
Me too.
Like,
yeah,
I'm always like, I'll make my own opinion.
I'm exactly the same. I love movies, and I tend not to read reviews on the newspaper or online. I just go, because there's so many surprises. Sometimes it's about how you feel it about the movie, how you see it. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
all, that's how I see it. Last question, ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Let's fun. Before the last question, I'm gonna ask a tough question for you right now. Let's see. Someone come up to you and say, okay, Matt, from now on, you can follow just one career. Dancer or singer or an escort or a content creator or acrobat or a writer. Tell me which one that would be and why. You can choose just one.
I would do burlesque. Full stop. Yeah, burlesque allows me to like do all of that in one. So it's like, of all of the art forms that I do, burlesque is the one that like really lets me do it all and put all of me into it, and it feels the most natural on my body, and I get a lot of great reviews from it, so yay.
Great, very good. Last question is, what's your favorite weekend activity?
Favorite weekend activity? Ooh. I mean, usually on the weekends, that's when I'm working and I'm like on a box or on a stage or doing some type of gig, which is always like my favorite part of the weekend, if I'm being completely honest. But when it comes to a non-work activity, I would say like cuddling up with someone that I care about, watching a movie, playing a game, getting cuddly.
Usually artists, when they work, as you said, the weekend, they're always busy. When they're exposed, you know what I mean, to a public somehow. I realized that some people, some artists, they prefer to have a quiet time. Like they prefer to, to swift. Like, okay, I just need my time. You're kind of the person like that as well. You put the spotlight on the sides.
Kind of. So I used to be very ambiverted. Before the pandemic, I was like extroverted and wanted to be out and going out dancing and socializing and seeing drag queens and doing everything. And then the pandemic happened and I learned how to like not do anything. And then my brain now is sort of like, yeah, I like that. And I'm already doing a lot of the other stuff with my work. So like I'm still doing both. It's just now my work life is my extroverted side, and my introverted side is everything else.
I like that. Okay, so then yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words, just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with family.
Love.
Money.
Makes the world go round.
Fear.
Needles.
Life.
Complicated.
Love.
Unique.
Sex.
Messy.
Ooh, religion.
That one's a little difficult for me to answer.
Okay. Not a problem. Not right or wrong. Politics.
A lot.
Okay. One word for friendship.
Compassion.
Desire.
Need.
Regret.
I wish.
Success.
Fame.
Okay. Wish.
I mean, I would say desire. That's the word that came to my mind, but I was like, but that's just...
Okay. Happiness.
Elated.
One word for Toronto.
Busy.
One word for Canada.
Calm.
One word for escort.
Hard. Not one word, but harder than it looks.
Okay. One word for artist, like overall singer, dancer, all together.
Creative.
And the last one, burlesque, one word.
The reveal.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friends, what is the most beautiful thing about Matt, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on, what your best friend would say?
Well, they would probably say that I'm very aware of who I am, even though I'm still learning who I am.
Yeah.
Like I come off very confident and like I know what I want out of life.
Yeah.
But they would say that I need to work on my time management and getting tasks completed.
What's your star sign astrology?
So I'm an Aries rising sun, but I have a Scorpio moon.
I'm Scorpio, first one.
Very nice.
Let's play now, Matt, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, I'm going to ask one question, two parts. The first part of the question is, let's see, you're going to perform this weekend in a burlesque. You're going to do your beautiful show. You could choose anyone to be in the audience for any reason. You could make sure that this person would be there. If you could wish this person to be there. And the second part of the question is, as an adult content creator, you could choose anyone to collaborate with you for the scene or for collaboration. Which person that would be?
Who do I want at my burlesque show?
Yeah, to be there sitting, clapping, for any reason, to see you, to spot you. It's like, wow, you'd be so nervous, make you happy, would make you excited, it would make like a lot of emotions because you knew this person would be there.
I mean, I love when my mom comes and sees a show. Anytime my mother is there, she's like my number one fan. She always makes me feel like a star. And
that's so sweet.
I love that. I love
sweet.
having my mom in the audience.
So let's see that she's watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
Mom, I love you. You are the most powerful woman I know. And thank you for making me always feel special. And thank you for always being there for me. I love you.
Oh, beautiful. I got goosebumps now. Beautiful, Matt. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, the second part of the question is, you could choose anyone for a collaboration with you. But that which part
There
that
are,
would
there are so many people that I want to film with still that we haven't had a chance yet. If I had to pick one, yeah, I don't know. The list is too long to like narrow it down to one. Everybody. That's my goal.
Oh, wow.
Everybody. Yeah, come
Great,
at me.
great answer. Great answer.
Versatile switch, so like I go all the ways. I call myself trisexual, so hey.
You can ask me a question now.
Hey. Of every genre of movie, what is your favorite?
Great question. My God, it's such a difficult question. At the same time,
Because you like movies. So
I love. I go to the cinema every weekend. It's my therapy of the.
amazing.
I love it. Wow. You know what? Okay. A lot of movies crossing my head right now because there are so many movies that for some one reason or another I got touched by. But you know what? I'm gonna go for the one with Nicole Kidman and Jude Law. I forgot the name now. The Mountain. I think it's The Mountain with Jude Law and Nicole Kidman and Renee Zellweger as well. She was there. She won a Best Actress, a Supporting Actress for this movie. I think it's
Yeah, I think I
the
know.
Mountain. Is The Mountain, isn't it? The name, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I
Yeah.
think I know what movie you're talking about.
And I'll tell you why. I remember watching this. First of all, Nicole Kidman, all the time when I watch a movie, when she's playing, she made me believe that it's a real person. I cannot see her. I cannot see Nicole Kidman. For some reason, there's something about her performance that all the movie I've seen so many movies that she's on, and all the time I just realized that Nicole Kidman because I knew before and after the movie, because during the movie I just could see this character playing. Other part as well, because when I watched the movie, I think it's because when I arrived in Europe, some part of the movie was a bit cold. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just made me like, oh my god, it's cold. You know what I mean? It's winter time. And I think I watched the movie around this time, and it just somehow connected in the period of my life at the time. And I just felt like, oh, that's nice to watch this movie. And I was feeling cold and homesick because I'm from Brazil. So for some reason that movie I still have here somewhere, and some reason it marked. It was quite sad as well, some bits, but it just I got touched by some reason. And when I think about movies, like just come to my mind. But trust me, Matt, I could tell you like a list of hundreds of them. That's I love movies. I love movies.
I'm right there with you. I also love movies.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I think I see it as a therapy because I forget about everything what's happening out there. Do you know what I mean? And I'm very old fan. I love going to the cinemas. I love to sit down there, get popcorns or an ice cream, and just the whole experience is just amazing. I just love it. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you enjoy the interview?
I did. I had fun.
Thanks so much. Thanks for being so kind and also being so open and talk about your life and also about. I'm grateful. I'm very happy that we contact right now, because when you talk about self-love, that you are start this journey, and it's amazing to see, because you cannot love anyone else if you don't love yourself first. And when you realize that, you know what, I need to start love myself first, and and it's so powerful when you realize that, and it's beautiful to see you telling that, because when you speak out, when you pull out, I said, okay, it's happening now. So I'm glad that I'm happy for you as well. Just carry on, you know what I mean? Carry on. And I think that you start the journey, and you're not going to go back now, because you're going to see how beautiful it is to love yourself. So amazing, Matt. Well done. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Never let anybody dull your sparkle. That's a mantra that I have lived by for many years. And
beautiful.
Amazing.
Don't. Sparkle. It's sparkle. Sparkle.
Your sparkle is unique, and your sparkle is like nobody else's. So don't let anyone else dull that sparkle.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be there forever. So always, work on it. Let it shine. Let it, come out. Let's happen for sure.
Exactly.
Regards, okay. Regards to your mom, regards to your friends, and you keep in touch. Okay, it was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay, enjoy your day. Take
Thank
care.
you. You too.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.